Hello everyone. Today in the Mayan calendar is 12th seed. Well, actually in the Yucatan Maya, this sign is called seed, but in Kiche Maya, usually the seed is another sign. It's coming 4 days later. We will talk about it. In the Yucatan system, it's called the rabbit. But in Kiche system, this sign is also called the net. I also think this meaning is very much fitting to this sign, so I will talk about the seed and the net. This sign is very much related with ego and the feeling of the sense of I. And this is something that we will talk about in a minute. Also the seed, if you imagine what is a seed, you plant a seed in the earth and it has a huge potential. It can grow into a tree, it can grow into a plant, but only if it's in a fertile soil and if the water is given, if there's taken care. Most of the time you need to take care of the seeds. So related with the seed persons, you need to actually work on your potential. You can always think, oh, I have a great potential, I can do this, I can do that. But in case you don't give enough water and you don't take care of this seed, I mean yourself, you will never reach this potential. You need to activate your potential, realize this potential by actual actions, actual taking care. So don't think that, oh, I have a great potential, I'm a great person. You need to actually work with it. Otherwise, a seed can stay as a seed for a very long time, maybe even forever. Another meaning of this sign is actually sexuality. Like, what is a seed? Actually, it has a huge sexual potential. Fertility actually is coming from a sexual energy. So you have this in an abundant way. By the way, abundance is another keyword for you. So actually, it's very beneficial if you could try to sublime this energy. Like, let the sexual energy move up on your spine, and in a yogic term, let it turn into another energy, like in the heart chakra, love, or inspiration in the Vishuddha chakra, the 5th chakra, or mental powers in the 3rd eye chakra, or spiritual energy in the crown chakra. Otherwise, it will get stuck in your 2nd chakra, and you will have a lot of tons of sexual energy, and this can create a lot of problems in your life. Actually, problems is another keyword for the seed sign. You might sometimes feel like you're a problem solver. Your whole life is filled with problems. Actually, maybe it's a harsh truth, but most of these problems are created by yourself. You're like this fox stepping on his own tail and creating problems, or somebody who's cutting the branch that he's sitting on. So one advice for you is actually to take a look at yourself and take a look at your ego. Ego is not necessarily something negative. You can actually carry a very truthful, a very beautiful ego. You can communicate with people in a very beneficial way. But if you receive some criticism, some negative or constructive feedback, actually it's good to look at it rather than just ignoring and saying, oh, I am perfect, I don't need to look at myself. If you look at yourself and if you make the necessary changes, oh, I have this attitude and I need to do something about it, problems in your life can get less frequent. Another very good remedy for you is to have the feeling of gratitude, whatever you're having in your life. So if you have a lot of gratitude and if you have a look at your feedback about yourself, you work on yourself, then you will have a lot of abundance, which is the core meaning of this sign. Seed means abundance. You have millions of seeds, you can sprout them everywhere. Again, you also need to still take care of them and water them and put them in a fertile soil. Otherwise, they can stay as seeds. Another meaning I said for this sign is the net. So you have like a fish net. You can collect a lot of things. The abundance meaning is also coming here. You can collect everything, and sometimes this is good. Like you have a lot abundance of things, but sometimes too much abundance is also not so good. Why? Because you have too many of everything. Like you need to have space if you want to do something in your life. If there's too much of everything, what could it be? Like too much things in your life, too many objects, too many connections, too many people, too many ideas, too many projects or plans. This is not good. You will not be able to focus on things. So it's better to try to clear things out and just focus on things that are most necessary for you. Keep the people in your life that are really good for you. Keep the objects in your life that are really necessary for you. Keep the ideas in your mind that are not disturbing or not draining your energy. Focus only on the best things. This is very important advice for seed people. Otherwise, this net can be tangling and you will get like stuck in a web and you cannot move on. This is something maybe familiar for you. And finally and lastly, I would like to say that family is very important for you. If you become a parent, if you have a family, if you have your own family, you will see that the abundance will work much easier and you have the magic of abundance and the seeds will keep growing. If you have any comments, questions, don't hesitate. Just ask me as a comment under this video or just send me a direct message. I will be happy to help you. Of course, this is not everything about this sign. You can read more about in my website, mymayansign.com. And hope to stay in touch. See you tomorrow.